Good afternoon. First, this lunchtime, protesters gathered in Perry Bar in Birmingham today, rallying against plans for major changes to the road system costing around £27 million. A consultation is open into the plans, which include knocking down the A34 flyover and introducing new express bus lanes. Campaigners say it will increase congestion and remove valuable parking spaces. Birmingham City Council said it will listen to the objections.
What they want a consultation is on the transport system after the flyover is knocked down. And I'm looking forward to taking legal advice on this and to challenge these people in the courts, because they're not listening to my residents, they're not listening to my constituents, they're not listening to the local businesses. That's what I want to do, and I want to move forward on that.
Next, a teenager has been jailed for murdering a student from Birmingham. Sadali Mohammed died after being stabbed outside Joseph Chamberlain College in Highgate in February. Luai Ali, who's 17, was convicted of the murder on Friday, and today he was sentenced to 19 years in prison. A leading doctor from Birmingham who wants all newborn babies to be screened for heart defects is urging the public to share their views. Professor Andrew Ewer, who works at Birmingham Women's Hospital, says the non-invasive test to monitor oxygen levels could save lives. But the National Screening Committee is yet to recommend the test being rolled out nationally.
We think this test saves lives, and there's very strong evidence from the USA, where the test is now mandatory, that deaths in newborn babies from serious heart defects has been reduced by a third since the test was introduced. And currently half of the babies in the country are not being offered the test, which I think is a real shame.
Potentially Rory wouldn't be with us today if it wasn't for the pulse oximetry testing, which for the sake of a probe, I find it really quite upsetting to think that it's not offered to every baby.
Well, Public Health England says while the test does have some benefits, it's vital to take into account what harm screening all babies may have. Finally, Warwickshire's Chris Woakes is celebrating after winning the Cricket World Cup yesterday. This is Woakes' first wicket, knotting out Martin Guptill. England beat New Zealand in a thrilling super over, making it the team's first ever world win. Time now to take a look at the weather. Here's Des. Well, that's all from us this lunchtime. There's more on our website, itv.com/central. We'll be back at 6 o'clock, but until then, have a lovely afternoon. Goodbye. Good afternoon. First, this lunchtime, the daughter of a woman from Grantham who was murdered 25 years ago says she wishes police had done more to find the killer. Sharon Harper was 21 years old when she was killed, leaving behind a 5-month-old baby. Her daughter is now older than Sharon was when she died, and in her first television interview, she told ITV News how it's left her suffering anxiety. She says she's still demanding justice.
When I was getting up to that age, my anxiety wasn't as bad as it is now, but ever since I turned 21, that just stopped. Like, I can't go out with anyone, I can't leave the house if I'm not with someone, I can't walk anywhere on my own. They say that no stone's unturned and stuff when they do it, but I still feel as if like they should have done a lot more. They say that they are or they will, but I don't know what's happening.
Well, police say they'd encourage anyone with information about Sharon's murder to contact them, and say that even details which seem unimportant could prove crucial. Next, firefighters have been tackling a blaze at Leicestershire's County Hall this morning. Staff at the County Council's head office were evacuated after a generator caught fire. The flames are now out, but fire crews remain on the scene, damping down the generator building. Health visitors for young children in Lincolnshire have begun a 48-hour strike as part of a row over pay and responsibilities. The Unite Union says they've lost more than £2,000 a year since they were transferred from the NHS to the County Council back in October 2017. The council says it remains open to ongoing discussions. Police in Derbyshire have expanded their drone unit, meaning they now have 28 pilots, up from 5 when it launched just last year. Since they first took to the air, they've been used on a wide variety of incidents, including searching remote locations for missing people, helping in the hunt for wanted people, providing aerial views of drugs warrants, and directing firefighters tackling wildfires. And finally, a remarkable survival story. A man says he's lucky to be alive after spending more than 2 hours floating in shark-infested waters. Ash Paisley from Chesterfield, seen here on the right, was on a once-in-a-lifetime fishing trip to Kenya when his boat sank as they were trying to reel in a large fish. It left him stranded 10 miles offshore for 2 hours before being picked up by a Singapore oil tanker. Time now to take a look at the weather. Here's Des. Well, that's all the latest news and weather from us this lunchtime. There's more on our website. That's itv.com/central. We'll be back with our main programme at 6 o'clock. But until then, have a lovely afternoon.